All right, it's our weekly call into the Alex Jones InfoWars whistleblower hotline.
Thank you for calling the offices of Alex Jones Productions, InfoWars.com, and PrisonPlanet.tv. To place or check on the status of an order from the InfoWars shop, please press 1. If you have questions or comments about your PrisonPlanet.tv subscription, please press 2. To leave a message regarding a news tip, press 3. To reach the hotline, you have reached the InfoWars news tip line. Please leave your tip. If you'd like, leave your name and contact number or email. Due to high volume of information, we may not be able to respond to all tips. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. When done, hang up or press the pound key.
Hey, Alex Jones, Margaret called into you live on the air and told you about Schaeffer Cox. He's got a website, www.freeschaeffercox.com, and you blew her off. You acted like you didn't know what she was talking about. And then Margaret called again and talked to David Knight, and he cut her off and went into some long speech about jury nullification. Here's the deal. There is a man. He is an innocent man. He's been railroaded into prison. He got stuck in a secret CIA CMU prison. You say, I don't know what you're talking about. Go speak to Mark Adams. Mark Adams will tell you all about it. He wrote a 66-page document. It ties into how they railroaded Senator Ted Stevens. There's an Office of Public Integrity in the Department of Justice. It's the biggest story in America. Schaeffer Cox is an articulate speaker on liberty. He was so good that they had to shut him up. He's up in Alaska. They stuck him in a Marion prison in Illinois. There's tremendous amount of documentation on the internet that proves his innocence and that he was railroaded by what's called a polar pin team, prosecutorial misconduct, and they withheld exculpatory evidence during the trial. His name is Schaeffer Cox. All you got to do is look him on the YouTube. There's tons of videos. You can watch him give excellent speeches on liberty. He was a very, very articulate young man. He ran for office in Alaska. He got 38% of the vote, and he's been railroaded into a federal prison, and he actually spent time in a secret CIA-ran prison where he underwent torture. You say, well, you're probably exaggerating. I'm not exaggerating one bit. Everything I said on this voicemail is absolutely true. If you would just spend a little bit of your media empire time in assigning a reporter to look into this, you could be the difference that allows him to be free and go back and be reunited with his kids and be reunited with his wife. But you just got to spend a little time looking into the story. Alex Jones or David Knight, will you come down off your high horse? Will you quit cutting people, Margaret off, or anybody else who calls you about Schaeffer Cox? Because this thing ain't going to go away. And we're going to keep calling you, and we're going to keep telling you about Schaeffer Cox until he gets out of prison. And it's going to be sad that when you finally decide to pick up the story, it's going to be so big that you ain't going to be able to ignore it. It would be nice if you picked up the story early and just became be the hero that we need you to be. Alex Jones, David Knight, my request is please be the hero that we need you to be, and let's help expose the injustices that have incarcerated Schaeffer Cox, who is an innocent man in prison and who could use your help. We need your help, and that's what I'm calling for. Why don't you be the hero that we need you to be?
Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
All right, that's my weekly phone call into the InfoWars Alex Jones whistleblower hotline, 888-253-3139. You say, how long are you going to do this? Well, how long are they going to keep Schaeffer Cox in prison?